Alrighty, dude. Guess what?
Oh
Here we go. What's up,
no!
everybody?
Woo!
I feel like it's been a century.
This one feels particularly long. I don't know
I
why.
I'm Sam, your co-host, and we have other co-host 400 million years away from me via the
That's
internet,
me.
Nicole. Um,
Whoa. Great tie-in.
if you're watching on YouTube, I am Leonardo DiCaprio smoking a vape at the Oscars, and Nicole is Nicole.
Hi.
And welcome to our lovely
Dude,
slideshow.
classic.
Classic.
I'm not
Bro,
gonna lie, I haven't been watching the slideshows.
it's almost July, and
Wow.
we're here in quarantine still.
It's never
Particularly
ending.
if you live in Arizona, you know that the world's on fire and everyone is sick. So
Especially in
yeah,
Arizona.
shout out to the Arizonians that listen. Hope everyone's
What if
safe.
what if a time traveler listens to us, bro?
Have you seen that meme of Michael Scott, like, and it's like time traveler, and then he says, what year is it?" And someone says 2020, and then it's just his face looking all like depressed. Have you seen that one?
Dude, I don't think
Oh,
time traveler memes are the best memes that you can ever make.
you just
They like enter
disappear.
the world. Yeah, they enter the world and they're like, "Oh shit, my bad," and then
Yeah,
they just back up.
hey, wrong year. I just disappear in the Thanos dust.
Hey, my bad. Can you
Eh,
imagine the portal opening and then like just oop, just closing?
Good luck to y'all. Just disappear.
I'm out.
But
Dude, we should do Space Jam. Sorry,
why?
Michael Jordan, man. That's why.
Oh my god. You've been watching the freaking what's it called?
I have.
The
You gotta
Diaries. What's it
watch
called?
Greatness.
Final
The
Shot? I don't even know what it's called.
Why did you make me forget? I totally remember.
I
Oh,
don't
The
know.
Last Dance.
Last
The
Dance.
Last
Yeah, yeah,
Dance.
yeah. I only seen one episode. I need to watch it all.
It's really good, man.
Where'd you watch it? Is it on
I bought a
streaming
month
now or
of
something?
ESPN Plus.
Oh,
If
okay.
you, I have ESPN Plus. Yeah, I bought a month.
Damn, bro, committed.
Dedicated to the game.
Oh my gosh. We miss sports that bad. Everyone's paying for like reruns of fucking the World Cup or
Oh
something.
my god,
I spent
dude! I don't blame him. Sports are like the best background noise.
Dude, I spent like all weekend just watching like highlights of old World Cups
Man, those were the days when you used to do that.
when the US could get there. Shake my head, dude.
Never.
No,
I don't watch soccer.
they didn't qualify for 2018, so the last one that they were in was 2014.
Wow.
And then the next one is in 2022. So hopefully we can qualify.
Why don't you do a sports podcast, man? We need like young people like you as a voice of the sports
Bro,
pod.
there's already a ton of good sports podcasts.
Whatever.
I don't know that much. I'm just going to be giving useless opinions.
I guess. I believe in you.
Um I don't know, that would be fun though. I feel like I'd enjoy that, or like a gaming one would be cool, but
Mm. Do
you
you think
know,
Fincher would direct a sports movie?
bro, the color tones, I don't know if he could do it.
Dude, he would direct the saddest sports movie you've ever seen,
Like
starring Ben
literally,
Affleck.
like your team loses, like they just get defeated you lose at the end, you know?
Yeah, and then like every close-up shot is a game winner and it misses.
We need more sports movies where the team loses at the end. Cuz
We also need more
that shit's
sports movies that
reality,
are
dude.
in the locker room crying.
That's the real shots you need to get as a director.
Oh my gosh, seriously. The
Okay.
worst ones were when the coach walked in and he would say nothing. That was
Oh.
scariest. That was the scariest for me.
when I played soccer, one of our coaches wouldn't say anything like through the whole half. Like he wouldn't even say a word, right? He would just sit there.
Okay.
And then halftime would come and we would just get
Oh God.
annihilated. Just drops nukes on us like the whole halftime. Like he didn't say a word the whole half and then all of a sudden it's just like,
Damn.
wake
That's a
up!
flex.
Get it together!
Oh shit.
Oh,
Just sweating bullets.
all right, random spinoff. Favorite sport movie right now. Go.
Oh fuck. Coach Carter, man.
Bro, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
I haven't seen Affleck's version.
I almost rented it the other
The
day.
way back.
Yeah. You say that like it's a Christian film.
Come into
God
a
damn.
pod near you. Watch us do it next week, dude.
I'll put it on the card.
My favorite is Miracle, bro. Best movie.
The hockey one?
Yeah, dude, so good.
I haven't seen that one.
Iconic,
actually.
bro. Disney Plus, get that shit up, bro. Boot it.
Iconic. That's your icon. I fucking love it.
Oh my gosh. I mean,
All
Remember
right,
the
I'll put it
Titans
on
is
the
great.
list.
Remember the Titans is great.
Ooh, young
Coach Carter is
Gosling.
great. Is Gosling in that?
He's in it for like literally 5 seconds. Again, doesn't speak, and he looks like a baby.
Oh my god. Dude,
But yes,
Denzel,
he's in it.
young Denzel, dude. That's what's crazy. That was young Denzel.
Young Denzel, and his memes are pretty prime.
Have you
too,
seen
as
Denzel
a
now,
Giphy.
dude?
Dude, he looks like the Equalizer. He's
I'm
aging,
getting
all right?
old, bro. I remember
Jesus.
I remember Denzel in that what's it called? It's such a good movie with Dakota Fanning, baby Dakota Fanning.
Oh, Train on Fire, Man on Fire.
Man on Fire, dude.
Man on Fire. I remember that cover.
Interesting editing
the movie
style.
Cover.
Interesting editing style. That whole movie
Is
was
that not
like,
Michael Bay?
is it?
No, I don't know. I haven't seen it forever.
I gotta look it up now. You got me curious. But today
I
we're doing
know.
David Fincher's
Spoilers
Social
on
Network.
everything else. Yes.
Man on Fire is Tony Scott. Tony Scott.
Oh, he's a big blow up guy too.
That was 2004?
Oh, 16 years ago. What did you watch it when you were 10?
Dude, the critics gave it 39. Don't even listen to the critics. Guess what the audience gave that one? A 90, bro.
Whoa.
90. All right. Well, let's get on the Social Network. Dude, I haven't talked to you in a while, so that was our little catch up there.
I know. We haven't talked about this movie at all.
Besides
except
the
I asked if
spoiler-free
you
review.
would take my shares. Yeah, that too.
I hate.
As soon as I finish the movie, I text Sam, "Would you steal my shares?"
Oh my gosh. It's like, bro,
was that ultimate betrayal or no?
You signed the contract, bro.
Dude, he did. He signed multiple contracts.
I mean, if you put yourself in your shoes there, right? I would probably make the same mistake.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like,
I love how he explained, like, to be honest, I thought they were my lawyer. My lawyers did look over it or whatever. Absolutely.
Well, no, he was saying, like, he said that in terms of, okay, so the lawyers that gave him the contract were Facebook lawyers. So he's saying, I thought they were my lawyers because he thought he worked for, he was a part of Facebook, essentially, right?
Oh,
he was like,
shit.
Yeah, he was saying it like, I thought they were my lawyers, but...
Whoa, mind blown, bro.
I mean, that's how I interpreted it. Okay, everyone write in your comment right now. That's how I interpreted it. In my opinion.
I love how that's the scene we're talking about.
Hey, that was a low-key scene. That was good.
Dude, those meeting room scenes. Andrew Garfield practiced looking out the window sad. He was so on point.
Dude, for some reason, Social Network isn't on Rotten Tomatoes. How?
That's crazy.
I'm searching it right now and it's not popping up.
Maybe they're like, oh, this movie's too perfect. Take it off.
Um, well, I just was curious to see what people gave it, but Andrew Garfield's amazing, dude, in this film, and I honestly
We're
like Timberlake too.
Oh yeah, I love like I think I said that in my review. All the side characters that are like you would think are B side characters, they're
Right.
amazing. Actors are great.
Yeah. Let's go into likes.
All right, all right.
Because I know we got a lot, and going off your spoiler-free review, which was fun editing. That was a good
Thanks for
time.
making me look good.
Bro, you did a great job. We got a lot of good feedback,
Four
bro.
hours, 4 hours of audio.
Yeah, and if you guys have not watched Social Network, we are about to spoil it, so you need to stop here, go watch the spoiler free, go watch the movie on Netflix, and then come back and listen to it. Okay?
Netflix, it's that
That's
easy.
that's your warning. Netflix is probably up in the room with you that you're watching this video, dude.
No spawns, no spawns.
No
Take that out. Take that out.
But going off your wait, what you said in the spoiler free review, I think everyone does a great job. And I don't think like it's directed and written like that. No one's the main role. It's
Because
almost
yeah,
it's almost like just because it like we're saying it's supposed to be about true events. We don't really know
right.
100% or whatever, but
We'll never know.
Jesse Eisenberg as Zuckerberg is like it's there. You're just watching. It's almost like you're just witnessing it. Like
Yes.
yeah.
Oh, that's perfect, dude. That's perfect.
So I think everyone does a great job. All the side characters, Army Hammer and his friend, what was his name? Dania, something like that.
I don't know. Damn.
I forgot his name.
Yeah.
But they all did great. I think everyone did great, well rounded, and the writing in this movie is insane. I think.
It's
Go
insane.
ahead.
No, I was just like on further writing. It's almost too perfect because to a point where it's robotic because no conversation is that dissected. It's very
Right. Yeah. That's
very
interesting.
clean. But I don't know, just the way I want to kind of study into it more because just the way it comes across, you're so sucked in.
Right. Yeah. You're engaged the whole time.
Yes, even though like this conversation wouldn't really happen this perfectly in real life.
Right. I think I feel like it could be a turnoff for some people, but I think the way that the movie is, where there's a lot of talking and exposition and like explaining, this is the best way to keep your audience engaged, to get them through those moments, to get them into the flashback scenes, which is like where the real meat is, right, of the movie. But even some of those conversations were really like intense with the lawyers and stuff. And
oh yeah,
there's some stuff like that Zuckerberg says we don't. Again, I don't even know if he would have if he said that, but like the scene where he's like, "You have my minimal attention," like 0%.
yes,
Yeah, like I don't even know if he said that, but even that was super pun intended scripted, but like it's super like perfect. Like you're saying, it's too perfect, but it's so good for the movie. And I love Fincher, so his camera work and the color tones are perfect. When you're in the flashback, or when you're in present day, just based on color shifts.
And what I noticed hardcore in this Fincher film, and why you describing it as watching feels so perfect, because I noticed in this movie, I was watching the background and what was happening, and it was really cool to see characters that you're not gonna that's on there for 5 seconds and how they pertain to the story. But like the one scene where they were at the club, or when
Right.
they just started Facebook, and it's him and Savarin walking down the stairs, and they run into those three guys, and they're like, "Hey dude, like those characters
Mm,
felt very important, and I don't know, Fincher just did a great job with that, because as
yeah.
like they walked away, he kind of lingered on them, so their reaction to what was happening to the characters was important, and I loved that.
Oh yeah. Yeah. When they're like, that guy was like Bill Gates.
Yes, yeah. Yeah. Dude, it was Bill Gates.
How do you miss
us
that?
us on our first day.
Oh my gosh. Oh.
But yeah, everything just really blended together perfectly in this film, and I didn't realize how clean this movie was until I watched it the second time.
Yeah, this was like my third or fourth time seeing this. It's
Dang.
one of those films, bro, and this is part of my likes. It's one of those films where if it's on TV or whatever, I'm just putting it on.
It's on FX, you gotta turn it on.
Yep. Sit through all the
FX has
commercials.
some movies.
Oh my god.
Yes.
Dude, you just sit
No.
there slogan. Cut that.
I know. Call the lawyers.
No, I agree with you. I think everyone has it's just well written. Like, holy crap. I think more of the props need to go to the writers, if anything. Because I don't think this. I mean, obviously the directing, the storytelling is great, but I don't think with how well it was written, it would be that good. And I think they did a great job of doing the whole like we're in the lawsuits and this is what happened flashbacks rather than like going through it front to end. Hopping around.
Right. And that's perfect because when you get the information from that lawyer meeting and it goes back to the past, you kind of see what's happening, and that makes you feel either sorry for them or like, oh, this fucking asshole.
Yeah.
That was really cool.
Yeah, dude, I felt terrible for Severus
Dude.
Eduardo, like when he's describing everyone getting their shares not diluted, and then
Okay, in all honesty, I get I know the gist of what that's about, but like, why was 0.02% like crazy?
bro, because he got gypped. So
I understand that he got gypped, but like, why not 0.01 or point whatever?
So, well, that's what it came out to. So when they started the company, right?
Yeah.
Eduardo had like 1.2 or 1.3 million shares of Facebook. Okay.
Whoa.
Okay, because he owned, what was it, 30 something percent, and
because he funded it, right?
Right, and
Okay.
Zuckerberg was like 70%, right, and then and then when they started bringing in people, they were releasing, or not even, they weren't even diluting shares or releasing more shares. They were giving portions of ownership to other people out of Zuckerberg's ownership. So he was at 70% when they brought in like the head of like coding or whatever the hell his name was. They gave him like 5%, but out of Zuckerberg. So then Zuckerberg went from 70 to 65 and like all that stuff. So, but when they got the huge investment, they released like some millions of shares or whatever it was. And when they released it, you have to keep a portion of the company, right? So
yeah,
in order to do that, your shares would go up because they released more. So like there's more of the company to own or to invest in. So everyone got equals amount of shares to keep their percentage of the company except Eduardo. So his 1.3 million or whatever I was of shares meant nothing because of the amount of shares out there, because he was at 0.3% of the company.
Damn. See, this is why I kept it out of my spoiler-free review, because I had that question for you, dude. Every movie, there's one
so
question
he got
like,
screwed.
I need to ask Sam this.
So when he signed those contracts, it was saying like we're gonna release more shares and this is what everyone's gonna be at. but he didn't read that he was not getting anything more, so he was actually losing.
Poor guy.
Dude, super messed up, bro. Do you
That
think
scene, the scene that happened after that, though, perfection.
it's great? Oh yeah, it's great. We need more Garfield like this, dude.
We need more Oscar-worthy Garfield, not Amazing Spider-Man.
Not Amazing Spider-Man. Do not come back to Spider-Man ever again. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. But
he's gonna show up for that multiverse check.
Oh my gosh, he will, huh?
I'm on another planet.
I'll buy him for the multiverse.
Yeah.
Do you think? What was I gonna say about that whole part?
That was the first part.
I
Damn, it'll come back,
dude. I was gonna
Why
say,
do
you like Jesse Eisenberg in this?
Oh, okay. I don't know if I said this in our Zombieland podcast, but I don't really like Jesse Eisenberg.
I think you did.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it's coming back to me. I don't really like. He did a great job playing a character in this movie. I don't believe that Zuckerberg was that big of an asshole because we've seen him at the Supreme Court, whatever. That man...
Dude, he's grown up now, though.
No.
This is
back then.
That
man could not make an insult to save his life.
Oh, my gosh.
He couldn't.
Dude,
so I don't
who
believe
knows?
that he was that bad.
Who knows, dude? Okay. Oh, okay. I remember my question. Do you think it was more... do you think it was more driven towards like Eduardo's side of the story versus like how Zuckerberg would have interpreted the story? Like who do they consult for this movie? I don't even know, but like
yeah, I didn't do that much research on it, to be fair. But they used the book. They based it off the book. So I think whoever was involved with that book.
Do you remember?
I don't remember the guy's name, but he wasn't important to this story. I don't think.
Okay.
I think it was like a biographer or something.
Interesting, yeah. Then I wonder what it was mainly based off, but
yeah, because do you think how did they get? That was another question I had for you. How do you think they got the right to use the Facebook logo in the movie?
I don't know. Probably paid Facebook.
Okay, so Facebook technically approves this movie.
I'm Mark Zuckerberg, and I approve this message. At the very end of the movie. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't think I really answered your question, but I think it was more so showing how business can destroy you as a person and your friendships, your relationships. So I think it got a good mix of both sides.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it didn't shy away from him being an asshole. That was very clear from the very first scene.
Yeah,
So.
Interesting. I would be interested to see or to know if that was actually him, like that. But
I just can't believe it. I don't buy it. But that's not Eisenberg's fault. That's Zuckerberg's fault.
No, it's not for sure. But this role is curated for Eisenberg.
Seriously, yeah.
Do
you think Eisenberg's an asshole in real life?
We gotta take that offline. I'm just kidding.
We check with the lawyers. We can cut that.
I don't know if I doubt it. I feel like his mannerisms are kind of like that though, but people are so different. I mean, maybe that's the beauty of him. But I feel like he plays himself in all movies. People say that for actors.
Yeah.
I feel like that's him. If you watch Zombieland or you watch fucking Batman vs Superman or you watch this, he's literally the same character.
Yep, just with different hair.
Yeah, and I don't know who thought Lex Luthor was the role for him, but it was not. Let me tell you.
Hey, he's still getting that DC check, man.
He got it. He checked it, bro. He cashed it.
He's getting his hands in everything, but he's Zombieland is almost like a cult favorite.
Yeah.
He's in this movie, which is one of Fincher's best films, and he gets nominated for an Oscar for it. And then yeah, he sucked his Lex Luthor, but he got his
He
check
got
and
in
moved
there,
on.
yeah. He got in there. We'll see where he lands next, you know?
Oh yeah, and Woody Harrelson's gonna be Carnage
What?
in Venom. Dude,
Is that
did you not see the
confirmed?
end credit scene? Yes.
I didn't even know Venom had an end credit. Wait,
Yeah.
I
Did
had
you
to have
see
seen
Venom?
it.
Did I spoil Venom for
No,
you?
I've seen Venom.
Oh, the scene where at the end of it he goes to visit that redhead in jail.
Oh, yeah. I remember that.
Yeah, that's Carnage, bro. That's Woody.
Yeah, I was like, Woody. Um,
He'll do a better
Venom
job.
was like,
Idris.
we're not gonna start talking about Venom, but
I know.
it
Yeah,
was
save.
they did my boy Hardy wrong. That's all, dude.
Hardy did it to himself. He relished that role.
Um, going back on the likes. What else do you like,
Mm-hmm.
bro? Montage scenes are perfect in this film.
So good, and there's not so
Parasite
many,
levels,
but
bro.
there's.
Parasite levels.
Ooh, I'm proud of you for that one. Proud of you for
I
that
just
one,
watched
brother.
it this weekend, so it's fresh.
Oh, I love it. Um, I think yeah, the montages they were placed so perfectly, and they added that bit of comedy to the movie almost because all the
Right.
montages were pretty comedic
Mm-hmm.
in a sense of just the quick editing that's done. Like when at the Sean Parker dinner and he's like it's slow mo and it's him like
Yeah.
looking like an asshole, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought that was like a funny scene. I kind of laughed at that.
I like that one. I think that's one of my favorites.
So good.
From that point on, it was the Shaunathon.
Jonathan.
That better be taken quote for quote in the freaking disposition, bro. I hope Eduardo said that.
Dude, Justin Timberlake, we gotta give him his acting credit because he does a good job.
Dude, he does a great job.
How
He's just
okay?
not in much. I want to see more of him.
He's. How do you think that conversation went with Fincher? Of like, okay, I need this guy. Do you think he auditioned, or like, and they were like, oh shit, it's Justin Timberlake. He's perfect. Or did Fincher think of Justin Timberlake as
I
that
don't
role?
know. That's interesting.
That's kind of crazy.
Maybe
JT man.
they could have thought of him because one, I think they're trying to go for some sort of like resemblance in a way, like because in a way he could look like a young Sean Parker.
Kind of, yeah.
So
With the crimp, and that's his crimped hair, yeah.
so they could have, but then they could have also been like, we need someone who's like gonna come from, like gonna act like that, gonna know what it's like to be like big already, and
Yeah.
just because it's Justin Timberlake. So I don't know, they could have,
Pop star.
they could have. I don't. It's interesting, but Fincher probably had him on speed dial, bro.
You know it. He said, Nolan, can I borrow him?
I think he did great though. Everyone does such a good job in this movie. There's like no flaws, bro.
Okay, that's kind of what I was curious about because I don't think I've ever talked about this movie with you, and we didn't text really when we watched it. So, is this like okay? I guess we're not there yet. I was gonna ask.
We're not there. Yeah, we're not there. But what you said in the spoiler free was funny with the chin CGI. It's so subtle though.
I'm not crazy that there was something up.
Yeah, well, they did use some because they had like a body double for him for Army Hammer, and then they used some, but I don't know to what extent. They could have done a lot of scenes where it was filmed both by him.
Yeah, and that was me being nitpicky. So
Yeah, same.
Again, it's barely noticeable, but it's not noticeable to the point where once you see it, that's all you're stuck on, like the infamous mustache of Justice League.
Yeah, it's almost unnoticeable. I think it's like maybe 1% of the people probably freaking notice it. I don't know, but because you don't think of that. You only think of it if you notice something's wrong with like the Justice League one.
Exactly.
But
and I think they kind of tried to put the more focus on the one twin versus the CGI twin. Even though it is Army Hammer. It's Army Hammer, but yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Because one of them was like a wussy, and then one of them, right?
He's
They're
like,
both
we're men of
pricks, but
Harvard.
I almost bought a Harvard sweater the other
Oh,
because I was like,
giving
oh, I
that
can use this for
school
the
money,
video,
bro.
and I forgot that I did the video
That
already.
school doesn't need an ounce of change for the rest of eternity. They could survive.
Dude, it was just for a prop. I didn't get it though.
They get so much money just in private funding, like from like alumni and shit.
I know.
So like
And yeah,
they're
with
set.
rich white families that are like, oh, this is what I want to invest in.
Prestigious schools. Yeah. I was talking with Brooke when we were watching this. I was like, it'd be so interesting to like have attended one of these schools to like
I know.
to kind of like see the lifestyle and like the vibe of everything. But
And even catch the I want to know what it felt like to have that rivalry of like, oh shit, he's opening what was it, Stanford or Berkeley?
oh yeah, when they
They were
got
like,
Stanford.
fuck, he's bringing it to Berkeley or
Yeah.
something like
It
that.
was
And
Stanford, yeah, I think.
I don't know, I got like a rivalry sense between the schools of like, oh shit, like that's our or that's different territory. We should never go there. I don't know. I thought that was interesting.
Well, the huge thing was when they lost the race in the Olympics at the the rowing montage, and the guy was like, it's in Oxford. That was like they knew that they were
There
done.
we go.
Those poor
Yeah.
guys, dude. Imagine feeling that way. Like,
But did you see the end credit of the actual twins? Like their little fact check.
Yeah.
It was so dirty, bro. So one line comes in and it's like they competed in the blah 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 Olympics, and then it pauses and then it slowly fades in. They placed sixth. So fucked up.
like that was like a jab. It felt like.
I mean, yeah, because it's almost that was honestly like a cringe, sad part of the movie where I'm like, these guys think they're hot shit and they're really not.
Bro, but they
That
come
was
on. The way the movie was
cringe.
shown, Zuckerberg stole it, bro.
No, he absolutely did, but I do see the difference between like he got the idea, but
Well,
he didn't
yeah.
copy the code. He created the code.
Well, yeah, because they needed him to do the code. So, I mean,
Exactly. So I mean,
yeah.
like he didn't. I don't know. He did steal, but
But here's
gonna
the
give him that
thing,
one.
dude. He still had to write a check, bro. You know how crazy that is?
dude, money. You're telling me if you got a $6 billion check, and I come up to you and I'm like, hey, you stole my idea. You're
Dude.
gonna write a check for me. And you're gonna be like, see you in court, bitch.
Oh my god. But you got to admit that is insanity. Like
Yes.
the only time which okay, they didn't clarify this and I don't really know for sure. So if someone knows, I would love to know like in the comments or something, but the only time they just told him stuff. And then they said this is what I want it to do. But
Yeah.
they didn't hire him, right? They weren't paying him, right?
Didn't they say they'd give him access to the club or something? Something stupid.
I don't know. Maybe that was the exchange of money, but there wasn't like any form of like exchange. And my boy still has to write a check for him. Like that's just crazy, I feel like. You can win that in court just for having an idea but not executing it. That doesn't make any sense.
I know. That's why it's such like that's just rich people problems, dude. We'll never understand that
It's
issue.
like, oh, I had the idea, but I didn't want to do it, but you stole it. So, like,
Yeah.
you gotta get that shit like patented
gotta
and
write-
and like
Yeah.
trademarked and all that garbage. But
And you got to write up the paper. They did it without they did it with a verbal agreement.
Right,
They
there was no,
they
like,
would like text
contract.
it to each other, but yeah, exactly. Like no, so these guys are going to Harvard and you're telling me they're keeping all this in text? Like no.
right. So well, I'm gonna say Zuckerberg blatantly stole the idea, but he's in the right to
Yeah.
because he didn't have anything like holding him back from doing that.
Yeah, exactly. Technically, he's in the right. Morally, okay, sure. Yeah, he's
Right.
whatever. But if you're good at what you do, which we can, I guess we can admit that Zuckerberg's a genius. Um,
Well, yeah,
yeah,
he's a
you
great
know,
programmer and stuff, but
yeah.
he did also elevate it. I think he took majority of their ideas, but then he did bring his new stuff on top of it, which is fine, you know. But
I
again,
mean, same with Jobs. Isn't that what happened to Jobs? Didn't he basically, or like he used Wozniak?
yeah, in
He
a
was,
way, like Wozniak
yeah,
would be similar to that. Like
yeah.
got treated poorly in a way. Um, Wozniak did most of the, if not all of the work. It was like Jobs was like just the visionary of it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jobs said, "I want it to do this," and then Wozniak and his team like did it.
Dang, I should have
But he
watched
treated him like her.
I should have watched the Fassbender Steve Jobs after I watched this, just to
Uh,
compare.
I was gonna ask you Kutcher Jobs or Fassbender Jobs.
Dude, I'm sorry, Kutch, but it's got to go to Fassbender.
They're both
There's
they're
no
both they both
contest.
have their pros and cons. They both have their pros and cons.
Sure. I mean, Kutcher looks closer to him, but
I just got an
Kelso,
interesting idea,
sorry.
bro.
What?
The film crawl, we do both movies in one, bro.
In
Which
one
one was
pod?
bad? Which one was better?
Ooh, like me, you tackle one, I tackle the other.
Yeah, or we both watch them so we both know what we're talking about. But yeah,
All right, write it up and take
right.
it offline, dude.
Jamie, write that down. Get that written down.
Timestamp it.
Um, well, I honestly, I think there's no flaws in this movie for me.
Okay, you don't have
I,
a big dislike?
I'm trying to think. I don't know. We even got a cameo of the Gray series girl.
Brenda Song?
Oh, not Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warrior. Um,
Oh, you know that Disney movie?
of course, I love Wendy Wu, dude.
Dude, I love Brenda
What's her name
Song. She's goals.
from the Gray movies? Mr. Gray. What are those
Oh,
movies called?
Rooney Mara or something. Rooney Mara.
Is that her name?
Yeah,
The one who,
Zuckerberg's girlfriend.
what? The one that slept with Justin Timberlake is Zuckerberg's girlfriend? No.
Oh shit! Sorry, Dakota Johnson. I
Yeah.
totally forgot
What are
about
those
that.
movies
About that.
called, dude?
Christian Grey. It's the 50 Shades of
50
Grey.
God damn, I can hear people screaming at their computer or phone. 50 Shades! And we're just sitting here, the Gray movie.
Dude, those movies I saw. I'm ashamed to say this.
I hate
I was
them.
brought by a friend. I saw the first one on Valentine's Day when it came out. So however long ago that was, I regret it. I absolutely regret it.
I hate everything about all of it.
Everything about all.
I would 100% pick Twilight over that any 100% any day.
Yeah, absolutely.
Any single day.
Oh, I was a Twilight fangirl when it came out. I was in 8th grade. I loved those books.
But yeah, we got her in it. She was the Stanford girl.
Forgot about that. Okay, what was your first Fincher film?
Fight Club.
Oh yeah, classic Fight Club.
I saw Fight Club.
Did you see Panic Room when you were a kid?
I did see it as a kid, but I think I think the first one I saw was Fight Club, and then it was like Panic Room and or Seven, like somewhere between that.
Okay. I think my first one was Seven, and then Fight Club.
I have not seen Seven in a long time, and I really need to watch it.
Dude, young Brad.
I know. What's in the box?
What's in the box?
But yeah, I love David Fincher. Someone posted on Instagram, and I'm sorry because I don't remember the username, but I could find it real quick.
Oh, we got feedback.
I'm looking. I'm looking.
I'm out of the loop. At me,
Oh
guys.
yeah,
At me.
no, it was a comment. It was a comment. BB Soul on Instagram. She said, "Does Mindhunter count?" I have not watched
Ooh.
Mindhunter, but I know it's amazing, and I need to. I need to. I need to.
Yes.
And yes, it 100% counts.
Yeah,
um,
that was smooth. That was real smooth.
and then Zodiac came up a lot,
That's
and
my personal favorite one.
we're
Young
doing,
Jakey.
and now we're going to Gone Girl, dude.
Dude, I cannot wait. Save.
Save it,
But I
save
can't
it.
wait. That's
Yeah,
for another episode.
yeah. Next week,
Next week.
we already announced it, bro. It's happening.
Oh, that's right. It won. Yeah, I
Um,
already finished reading it.
you know, I 100% love this film. You guys gotta watch it if you haven't. I hope most of the stuff was true because it, we always want to know a true story, right? To the most part. So, I'd
I
be
don't know. I don't think he was that big of an asshole. Oh, I guess that was I mentioned this in my spoiler-free review, but that was my big dislike. That's an actual dislike of the whole doing it for the girlfriend or the ex-girlfriend. And
very
you were
interesting, right?
you were scorned by a girl and she's the reason you like did all of this because you didn't reach a status and she's haunting you or whatever. Because that's really what like whatever comment she made bothered him. I think that was what bothered him. It wasn't
Right.
that she broke up with him. It was that like she kind of challenged him in a way and he hadn't been challenged before. But no, I just you have this whole beautiful movie on the conflict of friendship, of fucking over your friends, money.
Mm-hmm.
And you ended on that note. I didn't like it. That almost made it a 1 for me, but it didn't.
Damn. I thought. Okay, I'm not. The movie's not like. Again, we don't know if that was really what happened. Like if
Yeah.
if Zuckerberg was fucking sitting here, we're like, why did you do it? And he said, because this girl broke up with me and I was pissed and I wanted to prove her wrong.
Right.
Like, okay, that's awesome. But I think that ending, which I know is the part you're talking about, you don't like, right? The whole refreshing of the page thing.
Yeah.
I think that's like. I'm not saying that happened or not, but I'm saying that's kind of like Fincher and the writers telling us like this is where the world went after this. This is what
get all deep.
This is like what
Deep with it.
This is like what society now or is going to be doing in order to check in on people and connect with people like that.
This is how society created Facebook.
Right, like
Mind
now we're
blown.
gonna just be looking like, and they talked about that in the movie. Like you don't just walk around with a sign on your face that says single, but now we do, right? Like that's part of social media. So
yeah, if anything from this movie is that I'll bet is a fact, it's that scene where he comes in to with his friend asks Mark,
right,
like, hey, do you know if that girl's single? I know she's in your class, and like inspiration of the relationship bar on Facebook.
Yeah,
I bet that happened 100%.
Yeah, it seemed too like we're talking about how everything's like super staged in this. That one seemed like ultra staged, so I think that probably was true.
Yeah, as far as like the filming goes, that part, yeah, it totally feels kind of cliche.
Mm-hmm. How interesting is it to you that this movie is like, first off, when was it created? 06 or something like that?
2010.
10?
10? Only 10 years ago, yeah.
Yeah, how crazy is it that movie is like history?
It started off another decade of film, you know.
Yeah, but how crazy is it that that movie represents like a real thing that we've been living through our whole life?
Oh, fuck, dude.
Like you talk,
Damn.
like we watch like World War II movies and stuff, and it's like, okay, well, we weren't there, but now like we've been there for this. And you could say that with other things, but I'm just saying it's interesting
Yeah.
to watch that, and that's why I really love this movie, and that's why I really love the
Mm,
Jobs movies. Even though I wasn't alive when like the first Mac came out, but like I've been we've been living like with this company essentially, like seeing it
yeah, like
grow and seeing
growing
it
up.
change and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
it's interesting to watch stuff that you can relate to directly into our everyday lives. So
Do you, well, imagine what 20 years from now when they're making movies about Corona. That's gonna be
Jesus.
so. That's gonna be a part of future movies.
Right.
How people handled the quarantine, and there's probably gonna be a new wave of zombie movies that like come from that.
Come from the coronavirus. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's crazy to think about.
Still waiting
You
on
know,
World
you
War
know what's
Z
like
2 though.
World War Z 2.
Dude, isn't
I
that
also
supposed to be a Fincher film?
what
Yeah, I thought he was doing it.
with Brad?
Oh my god, I looked up World War II on accident.
The two eyes.
Um, what were you saying? Yeah.
uh,
Sorry,
him.
I'm ruining you. Sorry, it is Fincher. He's directing World War Z 2.
Dang. No, I was just commenting on how him and Brad. That like I'm shocked that he's tied to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's been like in production for years now. At this point, it's
Oh
like
yeah. The first one came out I think
7 years.
in 2013.
Dang. Yeah, 7 years.
Yeah, and
So it's been like a 5 year thing
from
of
what I
like,
heard
are they going to?
compared to the book, the first one only got through like a couple chapters of the book or some shit.
Yes.
So
Yes.
there's still like a lot to tell. So I'm down for number 2. I actually enjoyed the first one. So
I did too. I think that's a book that you would actually like, World War Z. That it's a pretty good book.
yeah, if it's at like a third grade reading level, I think I'll enjoy it.
It is. It is. It's like reading The Walking Dead
You can't
before it sucks.
you can't be bringing out these big words, bro. Just be like,
Pretentious. You can't bring out the good old pretentious word.
I'm like, nah, I don't know what that says. I'm skipping it.
Where's the pictures?
There's no photos in
I
this
think
book.
there are pictures in that book, though.
Oh
I
my,
think
are there
so.
really?
I think like little sketches,
Oh,
like little
okay.
sketch stuff.
Yeah, that's funny. Hey, it's interesting. Photo can put you right in the place that you're gonna read. It can get your mindset
Yeah.
right. Well, what else do you have to say about this, man? We're at 48 minutes. We've talked the
Oh
shit.
well,
We've talked it up.
you're the soundtrack guy. Did you like the sounds
I
or
love the music. Thank you
you
for
do?
bringing that up.
Okay.
Thank you for bringing that up. It's actually very intense for a film like this.
It is.
Like almost like thriller-esque.
Yeah. Because you're keeping pace with these people that are kind of not at high stakes, but in a really
Well,
shitty position.
high stakes for sure, billions of dollars.
Yeah, you think it's high stakes? Well,
Like,
but
the,
high stakes to me is you have a chance of losing it. I don't think he ever was going to lose Facebook.
but I think the parts with Garfield where he's losing out, like getting screwed, and the music was like very, very intense.
Yeah.
Like really deep, like loud, bassy noises. Like I don't even know how to describe it. There was some like synth wave, I feel like, but it felt like a thriller almost, like in the height of like a thriller movie. And I think that those editing choices with the montages and the way that it was filmed and all that stuff keeps you wanting to watch it more.
Yes, like yeah. And I think it also goes to what you're saying that we're kind of living history. We want to watch what could possibly be true.
Yeah, exactly.
Happened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of
just
cool to be in that moment.
It's instantly interesting.
Yeah.
Like everyone has Facebook, so you're like, do you want to know how it was made or how, shit went down? Like they don't get too much into like the details of it, right? It's more of like the lawsuit
Yeah.
business ends, but still it's super interesting to know. So I love it, and that's all I have to say about
Damn. Yep. I'm I'm wiped.
it. All right.
My server is wiped.
All right. Shots we love.
Shots we love. Is it a sequence or is it a shot?
Dude, it can always be a sequence, we never really.
All right. I think we both have the same sequence.
I
Classic.
know. Go ahead.
No, okay. Mine, okay, I won't take that whole sequence. Mine comes at the aftermath of the Garfield shakedown when Sean Parker is like, "Hey, wait, like here's your check."
Oh yeah.
And then like he goes to fake punch him, and that little exchange between them, that was like I think my favorite part of the movie.
Yeah.
Love it.
Bro. Don't try to cash it. It's off the account that you canceled. What an asshole, dude.
I know. He was waiting for that moment. He's the epitome of sips tea.
Oh my god, seriously.
He was so perfect at that line.
Man, I'm just gonna steal yours then.
All right, steal it, dude.
The dinner montage, bro. It's so fun.
Dude.
It's good stuff. And I do
And
the editing
the music.
where it cuts back, the music. I like the editing when it cuts back and forth. They're saying the dialogue, but in different time periods.
Ooh, yeah. Oh yeah,
So,
and then like they complete each other's sentences
right.
via the edits. Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah.
that stuff's fun to watch. So
good.
Editors had a frenzy on this movie.
Yeah, they're like, get the Oscar going now.
They were cranking out work, bro.
They were like, pace it.
Oh my gosh. Well, that leads us into the shots. Nicole, are you sticking with your 0 that you gave it in the spoiler free?
Yes, I'm sticking with my 0.
And I'm jumping on the 0 train. That's another 0 for Film Crawl, dude.
Double 0. Take
0.
the shots.
Rarity, huh?
What did you say?
There's not a lot of double 0s in Film Crawl.
I think this may be the third.
Yeah.
It's either the third or the fourth. It's not higher than that.
Yeah. So we are, both Nicole and I are super interested to hear what you guys gave it, what you thought of the movie, what your favorite shot was, everything that we talk about in this, and if we missed some stuff, because I know we did, please comment on the YouTube video.
Send it.
Send a DM. Comment on the Instagram page.
Send me the link to the Oscar-winning speech. I haven't watched it yet.
I haven't either.
Okay, we gotta watch it.
And let's start a conversation about the social network. Let's see, you can hit us up on our Facebook page if you want. Wherever you guys want to talk to us. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and of course YouTube in the comments. If you're watching on YouTube, like and subscribe the video. Please, if you're listening, go over to YouTube real quick and subscribe. We're almost to 100. We need to get to 100. That's one of our goals.
You dropped the stats on them last week.
I dropped them. 95% of y'all aren't subscribed. Please subscribe down below.
Caught it.
It would mean a great pleasure. It helps us out, helps our videos get discovered. For a short time, we weren't even on YouTube, but we were. So we literally could not find us on YouTube. But now you can again because you guys subscribed.
That was wild.
So fighting the algorithm is tough some of these days. But
that's the new wave we're in.
The new wave, bro. They're going to be making videos. They're going to be making movies about YouTube, bro.
Oh, my God. I'm not going.
Us on opening day. Let's go.
I got the tickets. What seats you want?
Yeah, we already announced next week. So next week is Gone Girl. So if you want to be early, go watch Gone Girl. It is on, where did we say it was? Amazon?
I think it's HBO. I
Yeah,
have a DVD of it. I
it's.
have the DVD.
I don't think it's on any of the streaming services if you subscribe. I think you have to like have like a stars or something. But
Something
uh,
like that, yeah.
I'm sure you could rent it. You can rent on Amazon for like $3. So
Yeah.
we are going to be doing Gone Girl, and then we do not know the week after. But you guys have to follow us on social medias so you can vote and have your opportunities to
Get
tell
on
us
there.
what movie to do because we're almost to 100 episodes.
Oh, I thought we hit 100. Huh. My bad.
Bro, this is like 80 something, 82, 81.
Dang.
So we're almost to it. We'll hit it
Wow.
by this year. So, you guys, thank you so much for the support and everyone that is following. We had great feedback. So, keep spreading the love. Nicole,
Yeah.
anything else?
I just want to give a quick shout out to our friend Cameron from Pod Part 2.
Cameron.
I picked up a typewriter from him today, social distancing, and
Oh,
I love it.
that's cool.
So
You have to send me a photo of that.
yeah, I
Put
will.
that on the
But he cleaned
Instas,
it up,
bro.
and he out of the kindness of his heart, he gave it to me, and so I appreciate him.
Wonderful. Thank you. If you guys did not know, Cameron and Carrie, they do Pod Part 2, and they come out the same day that Film Crawl episodes come out. So you can go
Tuesdays.
Tuesdays, what they call Tuesdays. You guys can go listen to sequels that no one asked for. It's really interesting. I think
So
they're
good.
doing, by the time this episode comes out, I think have done Rogue One or Rogue 2. I think they're doing.
Is that what they're doing next?
I think so. So, unless I'm a week behind, but I did see a post that they're doing it. Yes.
That's gonna be a good one.
Yeah, they're doing a Star Wars spin-off. So,
The only Star Wars spinoff you could do, really.
yeah. They're doing it with their own spin-off, so it's kind of a special episode. So go listen to them. Pod Part 2. It's PODPARTDUEX. So you can follow them. And
Dang, you did that spelling real quick. I could not have done that.
dude, I was in the spelling bee right there for a second, but
Damn, you won, man.
I won the $1 million.
You did.
Thank you guys so much for listening, and we will see you next week for Gone Girl.
See ya.